Alright, let's get IRC opened up. Let's get my TV and my Wii turned on. Get connected to Twitch. Solving stuff left and right in these dungeons. These ruins, even. Alright. So I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and we'll get into the race, and maybe play something for a little bit. Be right back. Alright. Get these windows resized. Ah, there we go. Races. Ding, diggity, ding. Ah, there we go. Join channel. Hello. Brainwave opened up. Oh, of course. Yo, what's up, real work? That is a good question. Actually, I need to update the hat. I need to put more names into the hat. I've got Dark Samus, Link, and Sprite Can that I'm willing to use for the races. Backwards, upside down, and 180 Samus. Not yet. Far too confusing. Alright, so let's add more names. Dark Samus. Dark Damus. No, Dark Samus. Dang. Link. So now there are 20 names in the hat. It's a big number. I mean, they needs to be a larger sample size before any definitive statements can be unveiled. That's not the right verb. It's not the right verb to use there at all. But we went with it. Before I do much of anything else, though, I want to get that picture changed. Chat background. I mean, there's some cool pictures, and then there's some funny pictures. Not really sure. Ooh, yeah. Going with that one, but I need to stretch it. Make it big. Move it up. And then crop it. See, one of these days I need to just... I need a template. I need part of this layout to just not move relative to other things. If I had a clear background and I had all of the little orange borders on the same image. That would be the life. Spoil myself. Alright. There's a hat. Holy shit, it's a hat. Draw a name from the hat. Oh boy. Wants us to be the Sprite can. Sprite can! Well, now I feel kind of silly for taking away the background. Just the Sprite-related background, but whatever. Still got a little bit of time. Holy shit. Sprite block hoodie green 3XL 5460 from thedrop.com. So it's got like the big green stripe going diagonally from the left shoulder down to the bottom right with the Sprite logo in the middle. And the top part and the right arm of the hoodie is yellow, and the left arm and bottom left-hand part are white. That is a very strange-looking sweatshirt, and it's not something I would personally wear. It does have kind of a cool, like, throwback feel to it, but at the same time... Huh. Google image search can't find me a picture of just a CG Sprite can rotating. One for a fucking Coke can. There's this one for Korean Sprite. Sprite water bomb sticker by Coca-Cola Korea. On Giphy. Huh. Oh, of course. Well. I think I need that picture. I think that needs to end up on my stream. Quick like a bunny. Where am I gonna put it? Ah, good. The palette swap Sprite can. that? That's a Santa hat. Ooh. It's the other Santa hat. Oh, what's that? Oh. Yeah, I can use that. Come here, you son of a bitch. Hey. Oh, he's underneath so much stuff. God damn it. It's not funny if you can't see that it's a Sprite can. It's not funny if I put it right there, because it's blocking, like, the main reason why people come to this stream. Let's just forget it. This is like the Sprite Holiday Edition. I don't know if it's possible, but it would be really funny if one of the random palette options was almost an inverse of what I'm looking at here, so that it would look like a Slurm can from Futurama. Looks like we're gonna have a good amount of color variation with the different suits. Which, compared to the first time I played as the Sprite can, it was kind of underwhelming. Didn't really change that much about the Sprite can. I just added like a little bit of red in the logo, and that did like nothing else. I don't even remember if it did anything once it got gravity. But the Sprite can with just the completely detached arm cannon floating around on it. Something to remind me of that old game, Samurai Western. You could equip, like, cosmetic items that weren't physically on your character. So I had, like, these shoulder pads that were equipped, like, 3 or so feet out from my shoulders. It's that delicious grape Sprite that everyone's heard about. Alright. Let's go ahead, get IRC focused on. Let's get my good luck and my have fun copy pasted. And then a good old-fashioned dot ready. Sloater's playing on the VVC tonight. Nice. I did for a little bit, but then I just started using the emulator that's on my soft-modded Wii instead, for the sake of convenience. Real easily swap over to something else. Attaboy Seffi, that's the way to enter a chat. Yo, what's up, Firebat? Dude, you saw it. The picture I put up on Discord earlier. We got the worm. We caught him. Just one sprite, man. Just one slot away. I'm offended by your self-censorship. You say dirty words right now so that other people can get mad at you for saying dirty words. Oh yeah. I'm sitting here ready to go. I retract my retraction. Let's throw one of those down. Maybe put it right there. Dang. Oh, that was one letter too long. Dang it. I knew I shouldn't have put the apostrophe in. He's gonna do it. You get him, Bressingham. You tell this game who's boss. Not the other way around. We sure we want to be vibing Sephi with how he entered the room? That was just amazing. Not enter. Time to fuck. Wholesome as hell. I have no right to discuss top finishers in a race this big. Unless they all end up dead in game somehow. Power buttons on the left. Oh, fuck. I would never do this. This is why I'm glad I stream the IRC now. Because otherwise I'd just be laughing like an idiot with a muted microphone. The Nevdi. Top of your class in the Navy SEALs. Oh, God. We don't need to bother with .pbs. We've got Sephi just doing Sephi stuff. The real. The real actual. Oh my god. Delightful. Do that every once in a while. Uh-oh. No. Oh, God. Some people can die, please. That'd be great. Dang. Holy shit, there it is. In 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, I am Red Sprite. So we're thinking what? Cranberry Sprite. Probably the best thing to go with the citrus. $59.83. The remote was turned off when I tried to start. You see, this is why I was cycling my cursor on the select file screen. I didn't want my Wii remote to fall asleep. No, dude. No, dude! My can of Sprite won't spin. Not reporting this time. Nope, not reporting this time. It was bad. This is my favorite part. Everyone's just, oh, no, this time fucking sucks. It's like, yeah, you still finished better than I did, so... Actually put some requests into Rainwave. And sitting here not paying attention. Because we've had some help in getting good songs, some playtime. I'm here to get shaken and spray all over someone's face. Yeah, I think once again, another reason why I'm glad I don't have a quote command. That'd be dangerous. Say some offhand shit and end up getting taken to Twitter court. But one too soon. Back. Go, Sprite can go. I wonder where I'd have to go and what I'd have to do to get Super Metroid written out in the Sprite font on the Sprite logo. See, I've thought about stuff like this in the past. Where it'd be like customizing a Dr. Pepper can or a Coca-Cola can or something to have it say something instead of Dr. Pepper or Coca-Cola, but it would be in that same font. And unfortunately, I don't think it's as easy as my brain wants it to be. Which, again, darn shame. Otherwise, I'd have to just do it myself in a slapdash manner. So I'm already thinking ahead to, like, video thumbnails. I'm sitting here getting my ass kicked by every possible enemy before Bomb Teresa. Bombs. See, when it comes to chiptunes, it's usually a safe bet when you're talking about games with good music. It's a pretty safe bet to go with any game that was like a space shooter. Gradius, Darius, a bunch of other ones that I don't know the names of. I know Tyrion 2000 wasn't exactly chiptune music, but still. Yeah, a lot of games that just had IUS in it, yeah. So you have to be careful, because sometimes they throw an O in there, like in Xevious, but that was on the NES. So not necessarily known for a great soundtrack. Kind of a cool game, though. But yeah, all of the Gradius games, the Parodius games, and again, a whole slew of others. Axelay. We're starting to get a little bit too modern to be considered chiptunes, I guess, but... yeah, generally speaking, any shmup usually has really good music. Usually. I mean, there's obviously some of the older ones, like, what, Major Striker. I think that was made by Apogee. Sure looked like it if it wasn't. I think it was. Like, I don't think that had music. It had sound effects. Yeah, shmups and just about anything made by Konami. This has fantastic music. Like, my only proof behind that statement is all of the original Game Boy games that Konami had. Some of those have some of the best Game Boy music I have ever heard. Nice. Oh, here you go. Another good example of a shmup that has good music. R-Type. Of course. R-Type on the Game Boy was one of the first shmups I ever played. That game is hard as hell. At least in my memory it is. It's probably not that difficult if I were to, like, put forth concerted effort towards it now, but hey, look, it's me. And R-Type on Game Boy is one of those games where you can have a lot of fun with the Super Game Boy, because just about any of the palettes work. Even some of the more unusual looking ones that were all like dark blue and their highlights were all just made of like bright yellows and greens. And it would still, you know, look like it made sense. Whereas it wasn't necessarily the best palette to use while you were playing like Link's Awakening. You know, that green and brown and kind of creamy off-white palette that they reset for Link's Awakening on the Super Game Boy. You can also use that with R-Type, and it still looks good. The pseudo-mystical properties of limited processing hardware. Too early. Dang it. Arm cannon dance. Open up. Open up. Do the shake and spray. Area suit. Ah yes, and now we are Sprite with grape. Tentacle grape. Up. Ooh. Vote for that Bomberman music. Nope. Okay. It's fine, I guess. Give me that shoe. Nah. So let's see. We all know that the color purple is usually associated with the flavor of grape, especially when used on products that are intended to be consumed. But what else could it be that would still make sense with the color purple? Oh, see, that's where you're wrong. I actually prefer green grapes. It's actually a jug of juice that I get from the store every once in a while that's, well, that's white grape with peach. That's really good. Yeah, I like the tart, sour grapes. Green apples, green grapes, that's always been my preference. Don't know why, just like them. Oh yeah, grapefruit, well, the grapefruit pop called Squirt is really good. I'm a big fan of that drink. Still need to try that one. You mentioned that before. Alright, we're up there. There we go. What I would really like, and I almost get it with the black cherry flavored Mountain Dew Kickstart that I drink every once in a while. But just that sweet red berry flavor, but mixed in with a sourness and a tartness. Because years ago, I used to live down the street from a little independently run snow cone shack, basically. And they had this flavored syrup called Tiger's Blood that I assumed was just a red berry blend. You know, raspberries, strawberries, cherries, black cherries, stuff like that. And I'd get that as a snow cone, but mixed with the Tom Collins syrup that they had, which is just basically a sour flavor. Just adds sourness. And that was amazing. Strawberry and coconut? Could be. I have no idea what it is. I had always just assumed. Yeah, Squirt is... Sunrise, sunset. It's always good when the snow cone places have creative names for their flavors or flavor combinations. up there, you son of a bitch. Nope. Orange creamsicle, ice beam. Not hitting everything I need it to. Ow. Ow. Nope, get out. So I remember that snow cone place also did an orange creamsicle snow cone. It was like ridiculously good. It was almost like they had gotten, you know, 2 or 3 of the popsicles and kind of melted down just the middle parts. It's a shame that little places like that don't stay open. And I don't mean all year long, I mean like in the long run, like over years. There we go. Ooh. See, there we go. A ball of ice cream right in the middle of one, yeah. This is when we get the French vanilla ice cream. We pay them $5. The French vanilla ice cream. And then put it in the middle of, like, a root beer snow cone. Yeah, dude, snow cones are really good. I know it's just sugar, water, and ice, but leave me alone. It's delicious. And, you know, there's a little bit of a show that goes into it as well, seeing the guy fill up the funnel. Trying to slap on a solid cone of ice onto a cup filled with it already. Of course. That's too soon. Got him with 2, I think. Yeah. And you're dead, sir. Good fight. Better than I've been having lately anyways, so that means it's good for me. Aw. Dang, dude. I wanted Bressingham to finish. He said he was gonna do it and everything. Black. Coffin. Let's see, what else besides like space shoot-em-ups are typically known for having pretty good music? I'd say if you do a visual novel, you should probably have really good music. I'm sure there's enough out there to prove that wrong. Let's do this. Huh? I missed the atomic. He's the problem child. He's the one I always miss whenever I think I get it good. And by get it good, I mean, I get it, but I'm still too low. Good, but not great. Good just means, hey, I got it. The belief is real. Oh, nice. Here's some garbage. Like those little toy robot coin banks. You can just put, like, you know, pop tabs on them. They wouldn't know the difference. They just like, gulp. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I also agree. Or I also align with that statement. Oh. What the fuck flavor is this supposed to be? This is molten rock flavor. This is blood orange flavor. I've actually had blood orange sorbet. It was just like the local high-end Kroger brand. In like what, private selection. And it's definitely not as sweet as, you know, regular orange flavored stuff. It does have a bitterness to it that's... It is kind of nice, but it wasn't a flavor that I was used to or expecting at the time that I had it. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect the first time I had it. But it was a big enough container that I got to have it more than once. I know, right? I didn't jump. There we go. That's the power bomb I wanted. Just in my mind's eye, over the past, like, I don't know, 5-6 seconds, I was just quickly imagining what a Halloween-themed, blood orange-flavored Sprite commercial would look like. Like, your typical, like, Bela Lugosi-looking Dracula. Someone just done up like that old-timey looking image of Dracula. He's talking about how it tastes better than the other stuff. I mean, anybody could sell it. Just have to paint him up like Dracula. Shunk. Dang it. Yeah. Get in there. Damn it. Oh. Oh, shit. I need to quit screwing around. Good old meat boy. Oh boy. Can it hit the thing? Whatever. Oh god, I just had an awful thought enter my mind. This is Slim Jim flavored Sprite. Oh god damn it. Ice-cold, refreshing Sprite that tastes like minced-up meat that's been highly seasoned. Why am I allowed to think? Get in there. Oh no. Depending on how contextual that picture is, I'm kind of scared to look at it. It's the wrong icon. Click the wrong thing. Get up there. Oh no. Oh no. Well, there is the one time. No, I'll save that story. Oh. Yikes. Huh. See, there needs to be a shot that's... I don't know, what shot would work well when best delivered in the middle of a slice of pizza? Need to start incorporating more unusual food into drinks. So that future generations will look back with horror and say, what the fuck were they thinking? Why would you put a shot of vodka in the donut? I mean, why can't you? Hey, fuck, there was that one place that figured out you could put NyQuil and, like, Pepto-Bismol into donuts, but then the, you know, the FDA's like, no, you can't do that. Can't serve medicine as food. Or in food. This is true. Carbonated lemon-lime beverages get used in a lot of stuff. But yeah, it's either usually 7-Up or Sprite. The judges will also accept a certain brand of ginger ale. But that is specifically because of personal preference. I'm a big fan of Canada Dry ginger ale. Good stuff. Half a glass of that and half a glass of Jameson whiskey. Boom. You're welcome. And by glass, I mean like a rock glass. Smaller drinking glass. But yes. There is that, what was it, Reed's Extra Ginger Ale? Oh my god, that stuff was so fuck good. The most gingery ginger ale I've ever had in my entire life. I took a drink of Canada Dry afterwards, and it legit tasted like Sprite or 7-Up. Try that again, jackass. There we go. Now, the one thing, again, it's usually Sprite and 7-Up that's used in these recipes. You never really hear too much about people using Sierra Mist. I want to say maybe I heard about a biscuit recipe that uses Sierra Mist. See, that's the thing with Sierra Mist, though. If I'm at a place that serves Pepsi products, I'm usually gonna get a Mountain Dew. Mostly because, like, you know, Mountain Dew from the fountain, shot down over to some ice, get it watered down just a little bit, really nice. Or you get the Mountain Dew Kickstart energy drink and it's not been thinned down with water, but with energy chemicals. Mmm, delicious. Oh, hell yeah. Mountain Dew gas station slushy. And a Kago. Very nice. My background stream! Can't tell if he's having connection issues and he'll be back, or if he's having connection issues and he won't be back. They. Couldn't assume. Like, it's someone that's been in my chat before, but I don't remember if they identified, so... there we go. He dead yet? I think he is. Yeah. I identify as potato. Ladies and gentlemen, and basketballs. What? There we go. Kaboom. Woo, kaboom. Yeah. Get him. Yeah. Boop. All right. Oh, race PB for Nevd. Nice. Hello? There we go. Nah, I jumped too soon. Oh my goodness. Made it to the M4 for magenta. Okay, magenta 4. Anyways. Ah. You see, I miss. There was once soft drink back in the day. Way back in the day. Had to have been mid-90s. Absolute latest, mid-90s, 95, 96. But it was... I thought it was what Pepsi tried before they ended up just going with Sierra Mist. And that was called Storm. And it had a different taste than what ended up being Sierra Mist. I want to say Sierra Mist might have been sweeter. Or, you know, one of them was sweeter than the other one. Possibly. But again, I was, you know, would have been in like 3rd or 4th grade at the time, so. Surge! I think there's a Burger King near me that still sells Surge. Like, it's not bad. And I still think I like Mountain Dew a little bit better. But yeah, it's not bad. And I've never had Jolt. Like, even as a kid, Jolt just did not sound good. Like, RC Cola sounded better than Jolt. And most people really don't like RC Cola. Yeah, all those super high sugar, high caffeine drinks were super popular in the 90s. Oh, and also, whatever devil managed to dream up Crystal Pepsi deserves to deserves to be where it's hot all the time. It's not that it's a disgusting flavor, it's just a mindfuck that doesn't need to exist. It's a taste that you usually associate with a certain color of beverage. And has been presented in that light for since its inception. But then again, you know, there's a reason why it doesn't sell as well as the regular version. I mean, that's the thing, to be like one of these people that sign up to do not experimental taste testing, but I guess that's as good of a phrase for it as anything, because I can't think of anything better than that. But one thing I had always heard was... Fuck. I didn't jump in time. Everything was going so smoothly until I forgot to fucking jump in time. Ah, that sucks getting right at the end like that. Yeah, no warning for that one, sorry. Well, again, this is why I'm glad there's 2 races. Which reminds me... Yeah, shook the can too many times. Gosh dang it. I think I'm actually gonna fix myself something quick to eat. But before I do that, I want to get something going on here. At least give you guys something to watch while I'm doing this. It will be Mario Party. Anyone want any character in particular? Feel free to let me know. See, that's the thing with the free version of the hat. You can only have one list in it at a time. Right now it's got my Super Metroid skins in there. Choose my destination. Pirates. Spacemen. Cowboys. Wizards. Archaeologists. Let's be pirates. Oh dude, I will reset. There we go. I mean, they can be spooky pirates. I mean, Toad Boat down there is kind of spooky. Alright, let's see here. Well, you gotta go with Donkey. And Wario. We go the Green Boys. We go the Princess and the Dinosaur. Mario and the Princess, the brothers. I'm gonna say we gotta go with the Green Boys. All the same. Put them on hard. 20 turns. Sure. Let's give bonus stars. Let's have none of this make any difference. Because someone's just gonna get gifted fucking stars right at the end of the game. Because RNG. So who looks less convincing as a pirate, Yoshi or Luigi? With Wario, it's kind of fitting. And there are always monkeys on pirate ships. Pirate land. Scour for booty. Your objective is booty. Oh wait, it's Bowser. Captain Bowser. Dude, when do we get Mario Party Smash? Right? So, it would just be like the old Mario Party player models. Which were just like slightly more high-res Smash models anyways. But you get like Captain Bowser as a boss fight. Oh dude, Mario Party games always just devolve into bullshit. It's like I'd almost rather play a giant board game like Risk or Monopoly. This is why I generally don't play these games. I let the computer play these games. There we go. Set that to calm hard. Continue the game. Hit the start button. Be sure to cheer on your favorites. I'm sure it means the world to them. And I will be right back after grabbing myself something to eat. And then we will get going with race number 2. Alright, I am back. My background stream from earlier is back. And I need to check something on Steam right now. Ah, very good. Oh, this just came out today. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2. It's $15, not on sale. I will be waiting for it to go on sale. But yeah, dude, more Bloodstained? Yeah, you better believe I'm gonna sign up for some more Bloodstained. Still haven't gotten Ritual of the Night, but that'll happen eventually. Oh boy, I love this minigame. These little cars with their giant heads on them are just so adorable. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of really, like, fun memories when it comes to slot cars like this, though. We used to have a track, but it was such a pain in the ass to get it all set up and all connected and all going. And then, you know, the cars would just not work 100% of the time. So, big hassle, but it was kind of cool when it did work. Get these little guys whipping around this track. Hundreds of scale miles an hour. Yeah, I saw someone on my following list was playing Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2. And, yeah, looks like it has split-screen co-op now. And it has remote play together. Well. I can probably get excited. For the next time I have a whole bunch of disposable income. Solve the puzzle. Boom. Ah, dude. That's like the best possible video game related news I could have heard. Is that not only is there a sequel, just straight up Curse of the Moon 2, but it's out right now, and it just came out today. Pretty nice. Pretty, See, this is why I'm glad that I follow the variety of people that I follow. I was watching someone play an old NES not Might and Magic, old NES Dungeons and Dragons. It's Heroes of the Lance. But from something like that to people that are playing, you know, Pokemon Sword and Board. And just about everything in between. This is the theory introduced in the old film, THX 1138. Dude completes a day of work, and what does he get for it? It's like a little red cube. Takes it home, puts the red cube in a thing, and it just disappears. That's just what you do. Man. Donkey Kong just got sick of everyone's shit right at the end there. Not taking shit from you, not taking shit from you. Haha. Move along. This minigame is always good because these idiot computers, they start doing stuff that's like, what? Why are you doing that? Now it looks completely wrong. Like, what picture are you looking at? Oh. Really? The one with the nose bent furthest out of place. Interesting. Maybe I just don't realize that they're onto the hot strategy. Luigi gonna buy a star. How many more turns do we have? I mean, there's no way this is gonna wrap up before race time unless we're already on, like, you know, 2 or 3 turns remaining. Open it. Don't open it. Never mind. Oh no! Went back to the beginning. Maybe that was intentional. Come on, donkey. Oh boy. How was Yoshi winning? Wario? Okay. Last split second there. That was really close between Wario and Yoshi. Yoshi's the one that's just absolutely dead in the water here. I didn't see any notification of how many turns were left, so that means there's a lot of turns left. My Wii Remote turned off. Thank you, Mario Party 2. Being a delightful video game that you can trick into playing itself. All right. Who's ready for the hat? Everyone's gonna wait. I have to finish my Mario Party. It's playing itself. Alright. Now, everyone out there wishes really hard. Not only will the hat show up here tonight, once again, to give us our selection for sprites, but there is a better than 50-50 chance that the hat could show up tonight in your very house. Now obviously it's a hat, so it can't, like, announce where it is. But if all of a sudden, for tonight and tonight only, if you manage to find a top hat in your house, you will know that it's because you wished just hard enough. Yeah, the introduction of the Sprite can is really... like, I need to need to come up with some kind of different name for it. But anyways. Oh. Aha! There he is. Good job, everybody. Now for the fun part. Draw a name. Oh boy. I'm gonna go with that, but... you know, you can get it to say all sorts of different things. But it wants me to be the cursor. Let's go. From one goofy sprite to the next. Want that one. Fantastic. You see, you'd have to check out the Hat Deluxe. Ooh, it automatically opened up an ad when I closed it. Let's see, harmonyhollow.net. Screen highlighter, Android injector, RAR monkey, Cool Timer Deluxe, the Hat Deluxe. Hello, more commercials. Oh yeah, this is freeware that like has not been updated since fucking when. It's great, dude. Website looks like it has basically not changed, or at least changed little since like the mid-2000s. harmonyhollow.net. Can you tell Top Hat from Butter? I mean, you tell me. My anti-drug is Top Hat. Yes. That's a good one. Huh. You know, this all reminds me. When I went to check to see how I did the rock, paper, scissors stuff and what parameters I was using to make that work, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use what I already know in order to get a chatbot command version of the slogan stuff. Still need to do something with it. Holy shit. Ribbed for her Top Hat. Wow. Like, the last couple of these, especially the last three, oh my goodness. It's innuendo laced. especially if you take them all as one as one thing, like one group, apart from everything else, as if they were all talking about the same group of people. You know, like the secondary female character in any old Adam Sandler movie. Okay. Good timing for that one. The reverse version of that, which would be melts in your mouth, not in your top hat, would also work. See, this is the thing. I need to get the chatbot to go on through the list like 5 or 6 at a time. So, you know, plug up chat for a little bit. Alright. Last restroom break before the race. Be back in just a little bit. All right. I mean, the dirty ones are the funny ones, but if it was all dirty all the time, it wouldn't be as funny. It's the thing, man. Roller coasters can't be, you know, the big downhill rush of adrenaline all the time. You have to have some build up and some anticipation to even get the thing going. It's the thing, you can get from point A to point B easily. But if you pepper in a bunch of other stuff, Makes it a little bit more interesting, at the very least. Oh god. Reminds me of that one scene in, that one Mystery Science Theater movie called Riding with Death. It was like two made-for-TV movies that were vaguely connected to each other and had the same, like, in terms of plot. It's more like the first episode ended with a plot that there was, ended with a plot, not a plot twist. It, like, ended with a hint towards another plot that was going on. There we go. Yeah, like two made-for-TV movies that were edited down and then put together. The whole thing was called Riding with Death. It's a good episode of MST. The only thing that makes it an episode that you can't just watch over and over and over again, like I at least can with some episodes, is the one scene where he's in this big, semi-truck, and someone cut his brakes, and he's gotta get behind this other trucker, and he's gotta use his truck to kind of slow the other guy down, and there's screeching brakes for, I want to say, well over 60 seconds in the movie. And it's agonizing every time I try to watch it multiple times. You know, like a second or a third or a fourth time, it's like, I want to like this, I want to have it be a movie I could just always plug in and have it be hilarious every time. But there's just certain parts of some of those movies that even those guys in Mystery Science Theater cannot save. Some of the stuff they watch is so fucking bad. And it's not because anyone's acting is outstandingly bad. It's just everything's so boring. There's nothing happening. And there's people looking off into the distance and talking about what they're looking at. And you finally cut to what they're looking at. And it's like a really bad special effect. Like a really noticeably bad special effect. And you're like, okay, these people have to be fucking stupid. But I mean, that's the idea. They're not watching good movies. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! That's not the idea behind Mystery Science Theater. Because, you know, they've been shot into space and they're being forced to watch bad movies. So, I mean, dude, if you got shot off into space to watch only movies that you really liked, where's the science? But if you do that to someone, show them bad movies in an attempt to drive them crazy, well, my friends, now we have stumbled upon mad science. Ridley? What the He wanted to show me his new tail trick. I haven't seen him act up in this beginning sequence in a little while. That was fun. Anyways. Ow. Ow. Fucker. Yeah. God damn it. No. Oh my god. Series has just been bad. Bad, bad, bad. Yeah, more confusing than entertaining. I kinda like this song. Don't really know what's going on, but it's kinda neat. Oh yeah. You know what it is? It's this strange subgenre of music. And I don't even know how to classify it, other than music that to my ear sounds like it should be playing in a shopping mall. It's so weird. It's just, there's been a number of songs that I've heard over the years, and I can't name them. But it's a sound that I'm very somehow familiar with. It's like, that sounds like it should be playing in a shopping center. Some kind of big store, like some kind of big multi-store shopping mall. Get up there. Come on now. Oh, come on, cursor. No, cursor, please. Good thing I remembered to do that shot on both climbs tonight. Shows maybe I can do something if it proves to be beneficial. And also not that difficult. Samus Sprite disappeared going back up to Criteria? What Samus Sprite? Oh, on the elevator? Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's super common. Oh, you big green bitch. Sounds like that might be a problem. Nope, SNES Classic just gonna be on forever, boss. Download more FPS. You wouldn't steal FPS. Oops. Please tell me I jumped in time. I didn't jump in time. Nah. Nice low ceiling. Kept it low the whole damn time. Might be the best I've done with the cursor. I don't know. Thank you. Oh, come on. You almost got me. Oh, man. So I don't know how many other people do this. This is kind of a dumb little thing that I do. Watching as many live streams as I do. But whenever people have their cursor on screen, I try to have my cursor hovering on top of wherever theirs is. Sometimes, like, I'll try to follow it around. Or if it's just, like, hanging out on the screen, I'll put it there. Again, just one of those things, you know, I'm sitting there, just watching people, and it just, oh, hey. Almost like one of those things you do without even thinking about it, until you catch yourself doing it, like, the third or fourth time. Yeah, people have been getting better about not having their cursor on stream. At least the people I've been following. It's me! Yeah, I think I'm using either the Windows Large or Windows Very Large, inverted, for my mouse. Because why not? You can get used to any kind of mouse cursor. You just need to use it for long enough. Used to like that old animated one that had the kind of turquoise bands on the top of the hourglass. Got the hell over that. Used to like the 3D ones. All shiny and gray. Nope, got over it. You should get one of those really suspect websites that have all those mouse cursors. Get like the super glittery, like pink one or something, I don't know. I'm sure they have a nice big green one that I would like. I hit his chin. There it goes. Those websites have been around for so long. So part of me thinks that, well, if they've been around this long, then they're probably not all that bad. Nothing that's truly bad ever lasts like that long on the internet. Depending on how you define these terms, that is. I mean, some people could argue against that point and just point no further than 4chan. And I'd have to agree with them to an extent. To an extent. I'm gonna go for it this time, don't know why. Yeah. Just nuke social media. Although it is a great place to catch people acting like complete idiots and have it be recorded forever on the internet. Man, I only ever used Facebook to sign in to Dungeon Fighter Online, which is a delightful free video game and anybody should check it out. If you like side-scrolling arcade-style beat-em-ups that are still somehow MMOs. Need to get back into that. Need to just like pick a day. But yeah, only ever used Facebook to log into a video game. And now that video game is on Steam. So I don't need to use Facebook. I think I might have used it to sign into Skype. You know, back when Ponk and I would play games and be in a call. Originally, I would use Skype. But then I forgot my password. And learned how to use Discord quick. Speed boots. What? Supers, please. Please. Come on, man. Yeah. Yeah. Probably why I'm not good for a computer job. Wouldn't know the first thing. I mean, really, it's gotten to a point. I know I brought up 4chan earlier, but really, it's gotten to the point where I'm basically using that website and Twitter for the same thing, which is I'm just looking for goofy artwork. And past experience has taught me that goofy artwork can be found in both places. You just have to sift through some stuff that you're not looking for. Come on. Oh, shit. You see, the only time I've ever, like, actually been to Reddit was, someone referenced my stream. They were talking about the Samus Jackson dancing Samus gif. And then, you know, someone sent him the image, and the rest, as they say, is history. But that's like the only time I've ever been to Reddit. Even for, like, some of the ARG spooky stuff that I like off of YouTube, you know, they have active Reddit communities, but I don't care. Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't... No, and now everything's in my way. It's because I'm talking shit. Nice. There we go. Come on. Yeah, it didn't look like the most user-friendly website I've ever seen in my life, but... You know, I'm also not... Like, the super seasoned internet veteran that, like, just about everybody else is. So when I hear about some website for the very first time, in the context of, oh yeah, everybody back in 2010, 2011 was on this website. It's like, what? Who, what, where, why? Yeah, also, we got worse crabs. The clinic's not open right now, dude. That's also the ceiling. Crabs so bad that they killed the waiter before they got to your table. Damn it! Come on, cursor. Come on, cursor. Holy shit. Fuck each and every last possible thing. This cursor is gonna have chunks taken out of it. Visible stress fractures everywhere. I need as much energy as I can get. Because I am a big scared babby, and I need my safety blanket to be as thick as possible. It's gonna get the attic spark, though. Like, that's the funny thing. It's gonna be the one spark in the game I actually get. Like, I'm gonna fuck up the one in Meridia, too. Just you wait and see. Well, got him. But we need to turn Big Boy Beam back on. And we need the missiles. Shit. One more missile, and it would have been fine. Again, very nice sea green with the red fireballs. All right. This run's Attic Spark is brought to you by Squid Slots. Wonder if we could get somehow a whole bunch of Amazon gift cards, right? Or something else like that. Start up my own mobile game called Squid Slots. Ow! Jumped too high. Alright, here we go. Nope, get up there. Hoping for more health. Spark, thank you. Again, that second atomic. And then I get sparked on the way out. Needed to just be a bit higher up. Kill that atomic, then run back and do it. Then we have to figure out the next free roamer. Should just go empty out the room and then spark out of it. Oh, cancel. Make Sprite up yours. Yup. No, wouldn't they just... They just have it be make blank yours. I get the feeling. Although that was a hell of a t-shirt when that first came out. Yeah, exactly. And that's the important part. I will crawl through hell and back to make this joke work. At that point, in my experience, that's when I have to make the apology funnier than the original joke. Ah, damn it. Oh no. Dear Madam Secretary, I apologize for grabbing your hands. I mean, if they don't work there anymore. Yes, I'm sure this is what people in human resources are looking for. I mean, technically, it kind of is, but usually just HR departments don't go that deep. Bag of dicks. It's a burlap sack filled with gummy dicks. Does anybody remember laughter? Like, that's part of what makes certain jokes work as jokes. Some things in the workplace, probably not the best idea to joke about, but also depends on who hears it. If the people that see it or hear it are easily offended, delicate little flowers, then, you know, squeaky wheel gets the grease. That would have been a statement. Putting a laugh track on the email. Some people just hate jokes. Hate jokes, they hate fun. I would hate to be one of those people that's like legitimately constantly being offended by just about everything they see. Like, don't get me wrong. I see some nonsense every once in a while. But it's not like so soul-crushingly bad. I'm like weeping openly about it. Hey, this is a good song, though. Yeah, Comic Bakery. See, the only way I even knew about Comic Bakery was because of the delightful video game Llama Llama. in which Comic Bakery is a ROM that you can pick up, a ROM cartridge for the MSX computer that your character has. And it's, you know, one of the ROMs that you combine with another one with the MSX2. They can, like, do something special for you. I forget what. But there were a couple games on Rainwave that I saw and I was just like, oh shit. I know this game from Llama Llama. Just remember, one of my favorite things about the original Llama Llama was in the bonus dungeon called Hell Temple. Which, first of all, you had to go on this ridiculous, improbable chain of events that absolutely no casual player would stumble upon by accident. You could stumble upon part of it by accident, but you would never, like, actually solve the puzzle on your own. Like, no conceivable way. This part of the ruins was supposed to be locked away and hidden forever. But in order to progress, like, right at the end of Hell Temple, in order to, like, open up the final boss's room or something, you have to have found a certain ROM for your MSX somewhere on the floor or in a chest in Llama Llama, somewhere in these massive ruins. And the ROM is Parodius, a Gradius parody. And you had to get like 50,000 points or something in Parodius in order to proceed in Hell Temple. And just that, like, that sudden shift. It's like you're going through and you're doing this crazy hard dungeon, then all of a sudden you need to break out your computer and play a not very easy side-scrolling shoot-'em-up and get a high score in order to proceed. This dungeon was made by a computer nerd. See, there's a fair number of video game reviews that I've read over the years that don't really like that mechanic. And sometimes I don't really like it either, but it's... if it's a way to get another mode of play into the game, depending on what console it was for, then I'd be all for it. Fuck, whatever. Take, for instance, the NES Classic, or at least it's classic as far as I'm concerned, Xexyz. XEXYZ. The game that probably everybody has in their ROMs list, and has seen at least once, and is like, well, this is kind of a goofy title. I played that a fair amount as a kid, and I really liked it. And one of the things I liked was the fact that it's partially side-scrolling shoot-'em-up platformer. kind of like a Mega Man style run and gun. But then, like, every other level is a Gradius or R-type style shoot 'em up. And at the very end of the game, for the final boss, they switch it up to, like, Gyrus. Which, your ship is on, like, the outside edge of the screen, and the enemy is in the middle. You're just rotating around it. Or the classic side game in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, available in CJ's house. They came from Uranus. But having that different style, for fuck's sake, that Gyrus character on the outside style of shoot 'em up for just the final boss, it does make it feel a little bit different than all the other bosses you've had to face at that point in the game. So it's a good way to help differentiate. Like, I know there's a lot of games that I really, really like that all they do is they just have Phase 2. I think it's like, Totally Rad on the NES. And Power Blade on the NES. Both great examples. Because their final boss is just like, oh, all of a sudden Phase 2. And, like, nothing changes about how you fight the boss. Except for possibly where you hit them. Not sure if this is a good theme or a bad theme for the Ridley fight. I don't necessarily want to take it, like, frantically fast. Back. Ridley. Really, dude? This is how it ends. For Ridley, that is. Haha. That was a really, really bad fight. Just give me the E-Tank of shame and let's go. And by all means, take your time getting out of there. Oop. Shame. 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 I'm glad that's a thing that caught on from Game of Thrones. Especially in today's day and age. Gimme. E-Tank of goddammit, I just want to beat this game. Can't quit both races. Just won't upload a video to YouTube. Fuck. Man. Can't even clear all the blocks. Come on now. Baby makes you slow. Yes. This statement works in multiple ways. What if? How do I even formulate this sentence? What if you wanted to start a family? And... you mention something to your wife. And she just looks at you and says, but baby makes you slow. God damn it. Why am I allowed? Just don't say it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, but do you take the oops approach? Oh, God. Who'd have thought I'd get such a laugh out of someone else's comment? Alright, supers, please. I know what the game usually does when I need supers going into Turian, but come on now. I can refresh that last Metroid room if I don't kill the last one, right? That kind of sounds correct. Like most of my Super Metroid knowledge. That kind of sounds right. Holy shit. 4-minute 45-second race PB. GG to Beastworm. Yeah. I'm gonna save the game before Mother Brain. I'm gonna save the animals. I'm gonna reset, turn on Moonwalk, and Moonwalk to save the animals. Not a good sign. Also not a good sign. Not a good sign. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. Well, don't stop giving me supers, come on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? God damn it. Of course, I get all my missiles back, but, you know, can't be bothered to pick up that one last super. But yeah, ammo's not going to be an issue now. Hooray. Now I just need to make sure that I don't die to already dead enemies. But I have an entire extra E-tank. Give him the boop. And give him another boop. Oh, I almost hit him. At the same time when I would have died to that other one. Turn on my suits. Let's go. Even go for the energy refill. This guy is terrible at the game. Boo this man. First try Zeb skip though, so I'll take that. Alright. Boop. Well, glad I got that extra E-tank. That time I actually got put into a bad position by projectiles. So, Mother Brain did a pretty good job there. She would have gotten me again. Potentially. Which, that's not a great feeling. I need to at least, like, start playing randomizer again. Especially since I've done a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do in Skyrim already. Everything else that I want to do, I need to be a much higher level for. And since levels aren't really tied to stat perks like they are in Fallout 4, that's probably not going to happen. 58-17, that's not good. We're not cutting the one with that time. Even if I hauled ass, we're not cutting the one with that time. So yeah, I think, even if it's just randomizer, I need to start playing Super Metroid again on a more regular basis than just for the races. Oh, the frames. Save the frames. I think that might be what I need to do. Give the animals a good taunt. It's been a while since I've done that. Especially if I keep running around on a fucking door and not crouching and angling down like I've been trying to tell my controller to do for the past 5 seconds. Get me out of there. Hour and 33 seconds. Gee. For good, it's over. We did it. Once. Once out of twice. Freaking hell. Just use the mouse wheel on the vertical areas. That was 100% time. All the time in the world. I took it. Somehow not last. Ow. Yeah, the white ship is really nice. The blue, like, windscreen sometimes is there when you're on the planet. Other times it's red. Haven't run into any other colors. It's either blue or red on that white spaceship. If you could get that combined with the, I think it's the Ascent 2 gravity suit, where it's all the armor plating is white. Ah. This looks so nice. All right. So unfortunately, found out that Mother Brain doesn't like spray. And that my quality of play on this night definitely merited me picking up that extra E-Tank. You hate to see it happen sometimes. Yo! Class SSB. The 103.30. Improving a race PB by 2 minutes and 38 seconds. That'll get a GG. Can we also get a Dare Force? All right. Now, technically speaking, since we've made it to this point, we did it. But we don't get confetti. They're bad runs. What we do get is an explosion. That's right. Kinda did it. Did it a little bit. So I can start the thank you roll. Big thanks to Pog for hanging out earlier with some Phoenix Wright. Still just doing the investigation step on day one. So much story. We'll be back with more of that in a couple weeks. A big thanks to Insane Firebat and the rest of the Super Metroid SRL guys. Races are a lot of fun each and every week. And good luck to any and all of them that are going to be taking part in any more races that might be happening tonight. I'm going to try to break this game in a very particular way and hope that I get the desired outcome. Nope, crashed my emulator. This is a good ending song. So, with that being said, and with my emulator having crashed, that will do it for me tonight. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. thanks for watching. More races next week. More Terraria with Ponk on Monday. And possibly even some stuff in between. So, thanks again for watching, everybody. I will catch you next time. See ya!